Good afternoon, Source Nation. I'm your host, Destiny Hicks, and I want to welcome you all to Indie Soul Saturdays. Today I have an amazing guest in the studio by the name of Prince DJae that will be discussing his journey, his music career, upcoming projects, and so on and so forth. But before I go any further, please allow me to thank our sponsors who have made this show possible. And they are Zelina Health, Wellness, and Fitness, Paper Tune Film Productions, Revolution Meals, and Renovations. Source Nation, as I stated before, I have an awesome indie artist in the studio with me by the name of Prince DJae. If you have any questions or comments or want to just say hello or shout out to him, be sure to call in at 619-924-0933. And make sure you press the option 1 and let me know that you're in here. Source Nation, we're going to take a quick break. And on the other side, after the break, we have Prince DJae in the studio with me. So stay tuned.
Source Nation, you're listening to Indie Soul Saturdays.
Radio Network is just one of the many platforms that is used to fulfill dreams of our listeners and create a purpose that will impact the lives of our communities, cities, and the world. It is often said that great things will happen when a group of driven people work together to accomplish one goal. We're giving people the opportunity to have a voice, translate words that haven't been heard, and paint pictures that no one has seen. Source Radio Network is fueling your life's purpose. How can you listen? www.blogtalkradio.com/Source Radio.
Linda Fonvern wanted Vicksburg to be the most fit city in Mississippi.
Walking is cheap. Life is priceless.
She got 2,500 neighbors to start walking with her.
Let's come together to help each other.
She wouldn't let them give up.
And we end up losing 15,000 pounds.
Linda helped reshape the community she loved, literally.
If you want to be happy, you got to be healthy.
Fitness. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Day one, baby. Sugar, na, 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 na. Ooh. Good morning, beautiful lady. You're all my dreams come true. Yes, you are, girl. There's nothing I won't do for you, lady. You know I'll play the fool. Do whatever you want me to do, girl. Don't stop your love. No, 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 baby. Give it to me, baby. 'Cause I've been down with you from day one. I've been loving you for so long. Oh, since day one. First time I saw you, girl, you were looking so damn good, good to me. That you had my heart since day one. I can't deny it, girl. Sugar, na, 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 na. Oh, baby. A couple of grand in your bank account, so you can go ahead and ball out. All your bills are paid, baby. I want you to play, lady. And that's what you get, girl, when you got a real man. Someone to take care of you. He will understand, yeah. Don't stop your you would always be there for me. I know the times get hard. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I say one thing and do another. You're so much better than me, and yeah, you love me. How can I take it all back? The pain that I've given you. How can I make it all right? To show you my heart is true. Can't keep going this way. Know that I'm here to stay. I'm giving you all of my mind. I'm leaving this mess behind. I'm here, I ain't going nowhere. Right here, now is our time. Yeah. Come here, I'm giving you all of me. Stay here for the world to see. Yeah. Giving me more than I can ask for, but yet I still want more. Yeah, more of the worthless things that don't really matter. When will I realize that your heart is better? You have called so many times, and all I did was ignore you. You have shown me everything. I've only given you less of me. It's time now that I give you more. We have so much in store. I'm giving you all of my mind. I'm leaving that mess behind. I'm here, I ain't going nowhere. Right here, now is our time. Come here, I'm giving you all of me. Stay here before the world to see. I'm here, I ain't going nowhere. Right here, now is our time. Come here, I'm giving you all of me. I'm giving you everything. Stay here before the world to see.
Welcome back, Source Nation. You're listening to Indie Soul Saturdays.
Source Nation, welcome back to Indie Soul Saturdays with me, your host, Destiny Hicks. As I stated before the break, I have a guest by the name of Prince DJae who's in the studio with us today. So while he's getting mic'd up, let me tell you a little bit about him. If you don't know much about him, you have been listening to his song all weekend on our show for a while now, and it's been doing awesome, been getting really good feedback. And so why not have him in the studio to kind of give you a rundown of what inspired that particular song and the other songs that he has, and for him to kind of give you a little background on who he is and how he started with music. I do believe that Prince DJae is in the studio and already mic'd and ready to go. So, Prince DJae, how are you?
I'm great. What about yourself?
I'm doing good. What a pleasure to have you in the studio with me today.
Wow. Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
If you don't mind, give Source Nation a little quick bio of you. Kind of give them a little rundown of, who you are, your background, so on and so forth, and what inspired you with music.
right, well, I'm an R&B artist. I go by the name of Prince DJae. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I've been doing this 16 years this year. I don't work no job. Right, I don't work no job, so this is my livelihood, and music was embedded in me as a youngin', you know what I mean? I know everybody mostly has the same story. It started in church, but actually that's where it started with me for real, like really singing in church and really, playing instruments. I play instruments too, so, all of that just kind of music and it's a family thing, my whole family is from music and, the gospel side and, so it was just in me to do, so,
So that kind of got you up and going with it. Yeah, it kind of got you up and going with it. So, like, you said, like, your family, they have a music background and so on and so forth. Could you kind of tell us what type of instruments you play?
I play, my main instrument is drums. That's what I professionally played before I started singing. I used to travel with different gospel choirs, and I played drums. I was actually on a few recordings. And after that, playing keys, I do my thing.
Okay.
So, those are pretty much the two that I play. I don't play any wood instruments or anything, so, but as far as like keys and drums, I can tickle around a little bit on the bass guitar, but my profession is drums and keys.
Okay, so it's like no guitar and all that stuff is not really your thing. You love the piano and stuff like that.
But what's crazy is I'm a very big fan of bass guitar. So, but I just never learned how to master it enough to, like, play it with a song and then like that. I can play on it and just, hit some notes, but I wouldn't play for nobody playing bass. But,
yeah, but you play around with it, though.
Yeah, I play around at home, in my own privacy, but drums and keys is my most fluent instrument.
And that's what's up. And so my next question is, like, so when you're, like, songwriting, and we're going to go a little further later on in the show, I'm going to ask you, why you wrote 3 of Source Nation's favorite songs. But before all that, like, what inspires you when it comes to, like, writing your music and, like, that particular, is it that beat that gets you going, or do you have to have the lyrics first, or, like, what like, kind of steps do you go through before you, like this is a banger type feel?
Actually, I don't sit down and write because I like to kind of go with the mode and the vibe of where I am, the moment. I kind of let the beat speak to me. I'm not one of those artists that get a track and go home and work on the track all week. I was blessed to have my brother, which is the producer of that track. Actually, all the music that you'll find on me online or no matter where it is, my blood brother produced all of it. So, our method of working is a little different. Shout out to my brother too. He go by the name of Buko.
Okay.
We kind of have a little different method, you know what I mean? So a lot of times I go in, he already got a beat going, or he working on the beat right there, and we just go straight for what we feel right then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll touch on situations or certain things that's going on. We'll touch on those situations, but for the most part, we just kind of vibe with what the beat is doing and what the vibe we in at the moment.
Okay, so that's what's up, because it's kind of like, if the vibe is right, then the music gonna be right. That's what you're saying. Like, it's kind of like one of those things you feel off the energy of the music. And so I think that's what,
right.
I think that's what most people do when they listen to music. They feel off the vibe of the music. They're like, dang, this is a track right here that I can do this to, or I can do that to. And so I think that's pretty dope that you kind of, like, even with you and your music writing and, making a song, like, you do the same thing that people do that's kind of like, listening to your music. They're like, okay, this is that song that it gets you hyped, or it gets you, like, in the mood, just relax.
I'm about making you feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like, my music is the type of music, the way I deliver on my record, it's going to confuse you because you're going to be in between getting hype and vibing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how am I turned up and I'm relaxed? Like, so it's not like I just make a song that's just going to make you turn up, just get crunk. No, it's going to have some feelings in the song that's going to make you be like, man, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you know, that's just kind of the way I like to make my records. But, you know, it's about feeling good, and that's what music is supposed to do. Like, I don't make music that's going to put you in a depressed mode or that's going to make you sad or cry. You know, I just want to make you feel good, have fun, and vibe.
Yeah, and I think that's what we really need in this time, like, especially in this era. Like, there's so much music out there, you just be like, oh my gosh, what are they saying? Like, what they got going on? What were they thinking when they got in the studio? Like, there's some songs I sit sometimes and listen to when the radio come on. I'm like, yo, like, what were you trying to do with this music? Like, who were you trying to impact? Because I mean, like, golly, you know.
Well, see that a lot of that music comes from people who just playing with this music game, who just see a big check with it, who just see you getting money and not really taking it serious for what it's supposed to do. Music is supposed to make you feel a certain way. It's supposed to put you, you know, it's supposed to really make you feel good. It's supposed to soothe the moment, you know what I mean? But when you got a bunch of young people that don't understand the fundamentals of music and what music is about, then you get a whole lot of dumb stuff that comes out of people's mouth and they end up making top. And that way it dumbs down the rest of the world because that's what, you know, it's about. And then you flip to an artist like me that take it serious, never sold drugs, never been in the streets, never robbed nobody, and I've been able to say I live off the music for 16 years. Makes it a little harder to get that heavier impact because I'm not talking dumb. You know what I'm saying?
And you talking reality. I mean, like, that's what I really think I observed the most about your music. Cause like I love music, like neo soul and R&B. That's my thing. And so like when I listen to your music, I get that, like, not that, oh, I want to go out here and do this and do that and the third. But I get that, like, I can put this on in the car and just vibe to it. And travel that's the whole, and, you know, do that stuff. You know?
That's the whole purpose. That's what I do it for. I had a couple major artists, like national artists that you guys are probably familiar with, that has reached out to me and told me, like, man, you got a solid tape. My tape came out July 3rd by the name of Hiso Industry. Actually, the single All Weekend is off of that project. And, it's an EP or whatever, but I had a couple majors to call me and it was just like, man, hey, that CD is like a nice CD all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So that lets me know that, you know, I'm doing something right, regardless of how many I'm reaching at the moment. I'm doing something right. And, you know, it's creating the illusion that I want, which is to make you feel good.
And I think that impact is the main thing that matters when it comes to this music thing. Like, it's nothing that could be toiled with, but, like, you don't know how many people you can reach through music, because some people, that's their outlet. They just go and just, you know, chill outside and just listen to music, or go in the car and just listen to music, like, or just sit in the room while you're getting dressed, have something to vibe to. Like, that's what, because in the morning, like, you know, when you get dressed in the morning, you want to throw on Pandora, or you want to, something like that. And you don't want to listen to no wild music, you know.
It's about vibing. You know? It's about that energy.
It's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe. And so I think that's what, you know, what stood out the most to me about you. And so that's why I wanted you to kind of like tell us, you know, a little bit of your background to how you got to that place, and not once you got to that place try to shift your music to try to fit in with like all these other, like I told you, this crazy music that's out there. Like, I like that you stay true to you. You know, like, you stay true to how you want to do this music impact thing. And I think with that, that's what makes it so genuine, you know?
Yeah, well, see, with me, you know, this music comes natural for me because it's who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't sitting at home one day and said, oh, man, it's a lot of money if I do this right here. Nah, it just came natural. I'm the type of cat that, you know, and I'm not putting my foot in my mouth when I say this, but I go out and give the same 110% show for free as if I just got paid, you know what I'm saying, 20 bands, you know what I'm saying? But I just did it for free because that's who I am, and this is what I do. I don't try to do it. So it makes it easier for me to do this, you know what I mean? And it's not coming off like a put on, or it's not coming off like I'm trying to fit in, or, you know what I mean? It's just who I am. It's natural. Anybody that watch me or watch my site or, you know, follow me online, they're going to know I'm going to be me. No matter if I'm at church, I'm at wherever. It's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm natural.
And I think that's what this generation needs the most. Like, I'm just like, you know, like with the generation that's so easily influenced, I think that this is where we need people like this, like you, out there impacting people through the music, because some of those people are the only way they're going to listen is through something that's going to get them. So once you draw their attention with that beat, or you draw them their attention with that particular vibe that's already coming from the song, and you already got them. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like,
and that,
you know,
and that's crazy you said it, because that's a lot of my records are created like off of certain vibes that you may hear already going on, but I just flip them. And that's why I said a lot of them be confused, because they're like, how am I feeling turned? And I'm vibing too. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to give you a little bit of something that's going to get your attention.
Yeah, I got to give you something
to my world.
Yeah. And so, like, just kind of tell me, like, maybe, like, what was you feeling with your song Love That? Like, what in that moment, like, can you give me a little something, like, before we introduce this song, I need you to tell me a little something as to why, you know, you created that song Love That.
All right. Now, if you put yourself in, I mean, just honestly, if you text somebody and they take 30, 40 minutes to text you back, that's going to make you mad, right? Okay, so I'm the type of person, because I don't really text people, if I text you and you text me right back, I like that. So it was just like, it's the common things that common people like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can achieve that. Soon as you text me, you text right back, and I love that. Yeah, I love it. And if you miss my call, you're going to call right back. You know what I'm saying? Simple things that people like. And it's easy. It ain't too wordy. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, too much to remember. You know, that record actually drops tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Love That for the people. So you heard it live from Prince DJae himself. If you want something, somebody text you, or you text somebody and they wait 45, 30 minutes to text you back, you hate that.
We don't love that.
You text Love That.
we love that.
But we love when you text right back. So you heard it live from First Nation itself. Listening now to Love That by Prince DJae.
Girl, I'm glad you like it how I like it. Try. You know this skirt is easier to buy. Try. Told me to lay back cause you wanna ride it. Try. You take control and girl, I think I like it. Soon as I text you text right back. Text right back. And if you miss my call, you gon' call right back. Yes,
Source Nation, we're back in the studio. Like I said earlier, I have Prince DJae in the studio with me, and you have just heard one of his songs, Love That. And he described what this song meant before this song. We played it today on the show, and so it was kind of like one of them things like, if you text somebody, he said, put yourself in the shoes like this. If you text somebody and they take forever to text you back, we don't love that. But if you text me right back, then we love that. And so that particular song was a banger because I know in this generation, people hate when people slow text. That's something that irritates a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. So I think he was spot on with that one, Prince DJae.
No, just try to make record. It make, like I said, it make you feel good. It make you, just put you in a good vibe.
Yeah.
So, that's what love that. Then the people can relate to it.
Oh yeah. Especially like these young cats these days, they just kind of like, everybody get mad when you text back later. Everybody get mad when, you're not responsive right then or you don't pick up the phone right then. But if you do like DJ say and you text right back, then you're going to get some love from that. You're going to get some love from that.
Yeah, that's the new way.
Oh yeah, that's the new way. So with that being said, I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell the people kind of like when it comes to that shift, like, because I heard you earlier and I had to bring this back up. You said that, you started in the church or whatever and stuff like that. And so a lot of people ask the question, well, how do you start in the church and then you go to like R&B or you go to like hip hop? So like, what was that shift like for you? Was it really even a shift or it just, you kept impacting, so it was still positive. But like, I know that question probably comes to you a lot when you introduce yourself as, the person that grew up with, with the background of the church, with the music and the, like the instruments and all that stuff, and now leading into the R&B world. Like, how was that shift for you?
Wow, that's actually a first. I've never had that question before, but that's a good question. It really wasn't a shift to me. When I started doing this, like I started doing this 16 years this year. So when I started doing this, the music industry was a lot different. It wasn't as heavy on internet savvy, and it wasn't. So you really couldn't really see what the R&B world was about. All you know is you like girls, and singing to them make them scream. So Yeah. Even in church, the girls in church. And I'm not saying that they scream for you in church, but it wasn't that much of a training. I'm a musician in itself. I'm a musician. I never just circle myself around. I'm only gonna go to church, and that's all it's about. No. So it really wasn't a transition. It was just really making, using my gift. It's a gift. It just what came out. Now I'm gonna say this: there was a time where I did feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing R&B. And I started thinking that I was only supposed to do gospel. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, man, okay, if only gospel music was the only music supposed to be created, or if you do other music, you're not going to heaven or you're not doing right or whatever, then do God expect the people that he ordained to get married to make love to? You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't want you making love to be a fence all around me, or Jesus will. Who gonna do that? So, really, you know, music is supposed to be free. It's, you know what I'm saying? So, I just kind of, like I said, it wasn't a transition. It was just me using my gift. And, you know what I mean? The more I use it, the more, you know, I do what I do, the better I got at it. You know what I'm saying? So I never really looked at it like, man, I feel, you know, like I said, until that one time. But, hey, you know how we go through something in our life and it scare you and it make you say, oh, I'm doing right. I ain't doing nothing else no more. I ain't doing nothing bad. Hey, listen, I'm not finna say this no more. I'm not saying this no more. I'm through with this. I'm singing gospel from here on out. It happened for about a week. Yeah, about a week. I recorded about 2. Yeah, I recorded about 3 gospel songs, and I flipped on back over.
Yeah, I mean, like, I completely understand that. You know, I just want to pose that question because, I mean, you know, you see a lot like Fantasia. She started in the church. Like, you know, a lot of other artists, they started in the church. And so, you know, I think that's like more so something that's very, very not even like not normal no more. A lot of people start in the church because I feel like 9 times out of 10, if you start out young and you got you know parents and they already in the church and my baby know how to play an instrument, my baby know how to sing, you're gonna be on that church choir.
Exactly.
And you're gonna be playing those instruments. So,
but see, and another thing for me, but another thing for me though, at the same time, I was never the person who sing in front of the church. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get up and make the church go crazy singing. Nah, that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I was just I'm more so like they would call me out to sing. And how I knew that wasn't me is because when I tried it, then I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm not the type of, I'm not finna be begging people get up, praise the Lord, thank you. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is not who I am. So, you know,
that's one thing I think, Yeah, you're correct. Like, I mean, like, you know, you got to find your gift and know, like, what your gifts are. You got to know what your strengths are. You got to know what your weaknesses are. And once you find those 3 things, then you're good. And so I like that. I like that. I like the way that you put that all together when you, like, you know, had that little, you like you said, it's not really a shift, you know. It's just kind of like, you know, finding your gift within what you need to do with it, you know. And so, like, everybody not going to sing on the choir. Just because you started in church don't mean that you know that's what you're supposed to be singing gospel music. Yeah, and I think that I like that, you know, that you want to be a positive impact to the youth and to this generation, and you want to, like you said, keep that vibe and get you turned for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So kind of keep you, you know, keep you listening to the music. And so that leads me into our next song that we're going to play, Mama. Tell me a little bit about Mama.
All right, the Mama record. Thank you so much. The Mama record was I'm sorry. The Mama record was created in a. Actually, I'm gonna tell you how this Mama record came about, and it's crazy. It's crazy because I was actually doing the record for my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday was August the 12th, and she turned 50, and we were going to just do something to present. We had a big birthday party, and we just wanted to do something to present her, you know what I'm saying, make her feel special, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but when we finished the song was immaculate. It was just like, hold up, like, wait a minute. We didn't expect it to turn out like this. Like, it's a beautiful song. So we said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do the song, and we're going to release it on her birthday on iTunes, everywhere where people can download it, you can buy it, and it will always be in history that this song released on my mom's birthday, for her birthday. So I sent it to a couple of people just to get the feedback to see, you know, what they would feel, what they would say. And, man, everybody was just like, whoa, dude, hold up, wait a minute. It's like, man, this record is amazing, man, and this and this and this and this and that. And so it was like, I had one guy that called me, and he was like, actually, if he was me, he would hold that song and release it. You know what I'm saying? More so around a holiday that people really cater to moms. That way, the song will have a bigger effect and more effective. Everybody is looking for that mama song to put on their post. Happy Mother's Day, happy this and that. You know what I mean? So I said, well, it makes more sense to release it, you know what I mean, closer to Mother's Day or Christmas or just a major holiday.
Yeah.
But if the record was to get popping before then we can't do anything about it. So that was kind of the whole thing on that.
Okay. Well, you heard it from Prince DJae himself, Source Nation. We're about to play in the studio live, Mama by Prince DJae.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mama, you remember me when I was a baby, don't you, mama? Yeah, you're the one that lead up through labor, mama. Yeah, so you kept clothes on our back, oh, mama. True. And if we could give you the world we want, you like a flower in the motherland. You put the W in Walmart. You're powerful alone. Yes, you are. That's why I'm singing you this song. The woman who birthed me, my one and only. Mama. You can make me mad, turn around and make me laugh. Talking about ain't no other woman can take your place on earth. I'm talking about mama. Keep the money, ain't no problem. 'Cause you make sure we ain't.
Oh, we ain't good, man.
You always keep things equal. Make sure your kids straight. Yeah. You know we feel it if you're hurting, mama.
We feel that shit.
'Cause we a part of you. Yeah, mama. You're powerful alone.
So powerful.
That's why I'm singing you this. Talking about mama. The woman who birthed me, my one and only. Talking about mama. You can make me mad, turn around and make me laugh. Talking about mama. Mama, ain't no other woman can take your place. Talking about mama.
Hey, yo, it's just facts, you know what I mean? Your mother is somebody that nobody can take the place of, you know? So you gotta cherish them, you feel me? And take give them the flowers while they here, right? So, mama, here go your flowers. Yeah.
I'm talking about mama. I'm talking about mama. You're the best thing that ever happened. I'm talking about mama. Mama. Ain't no other woman can take your place in the world. I'm talking about mama. The woman who birthed me, my one and only. Talking about mama. You can make me mad, turn around and make me laugh. Talking about mama. Ain't no other woman can take your place on earth. I'm talking about mama. You love you, mama. You know we're gonna adore you. We really love you.
Source Nation, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Indie Soul Saturdays, and I'm your host, Destiny Hicks, and we have just played Mama by Prince DJae, which is in the studio with me today, talking about his journey in music, the music industry, and upcoming projects. The phone lines are open, so feel free to call in if you have any questions for him, would like to make any comments. Please call in at the number 619-924 0933. And make sure you press the option 1 to let us know that you're here. Prince DJae, I think that just looking through all the things that we said today and all the things that we, kind of discussed and tapped into, I think we tapped into a lot of different things within this show today, with, your music career and so on and so forth. But for, up-and-coming new artists, what type of encouragement would you say that you would give them, dealing with the music industry and all the new things they have going on versus the things they had going on then? What type of encouragement would you give, the young people that's trying to get involved in music? What would you tell them,
Man,
if you
simple.
could say anything?
Simple. Don't get in it for the wrong reason. Because getting in it for the wrong reason, it leads to a short career. When you're getting in it just because you see money in it, then, it don't really last long and it don't connect with the people. But it has to be something that's in you. It has to be something that's in you and something that you want to do. You know what I mean? It's something that you see yourself doing before you even doing it. I really hate to see people playing with this. So many people playing, you put out playful music and it just corrupts the people's mind. So my only words, man, stay focused, stay with it, and if you're going to do it for real.
And I like that, stay focused. And so, I know that within the music industry, and you've been in it for 16 years, how did you get through obstacles when it came to the music industry? What was, did you have that same motivation for yourself? Because I know obstacles came when it came to music. I mean, Lord Jesus, there's so much going on in music that I know it was people probably trying to change the way you did music, telling you need to do the record this way and not that way. What kept you focused for you to be on this journey for so long?
Hello, did my phone cut out?
Yeah, it did.
I'm sorry. I'm saying, what you said one more time? Well, I think I know what you said. I know what you said. You said, how was it dealing with that?
Yeah, how was it?
I never really I never really dealt with, or it never was a problem, never been a problem with me, because majority of all the music that I make always have been music that people like. So I never had to hear someone say, man, well, you should have said this, or you should have did that, or you should have did, people, I've always just got a great response. It's always been like, wow, bro. If anything, I always get, why ain't you here? Or why ain't you there? Or, man, you should be here. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, really, that's never been a problem. And that goes back to the statement that I just made. When you're not sure if this is what you're supposed to be doing, that's when you come with that music that people got to tell you that ain't it. But when you got it, for real, you really got it, then it's no choice. Everything you do is going to be a masterpiece because you got it. That's just it. You know what I mean? And thank God that's been my story. You know what I'm saying? I've never got a person to ever tell me, man, that sucks, or that's whack, or, oh, no, bro, that ain't going to work. I've never gotten that. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I've been doing this 16 years, so you would think in that long, hey.
Yeah. And that's good. That's excellent that you didn't have to, because I know I heard a lot of stories where people be like, they had so much, backlash as to they shouldn't do it this way, or they shouldn't have music in this particular genre, or they should do, whatever. And so it kind of makes a lot of people discouraged, when you're trying to do something and then it seems like everything is crumbling down on you. It's kind of like, why should I even continue doing this music thing when everything I try to do is just crumbling? So I think that's really positive. That like you said, if it's your gift and it's something that you're supposed to do, then you don't have to worry about all that extra stuff and stuff that's trying to turn you off of that path of what you want to do with music or whatever you want to do in life.
Right. Just finding your rope. You know what I'm saying? Now I didn't start doing this till I was I didn't start doing this till I was 16. I was 17. I started doing this when I was 17. You know what I mean? So it was a passion then. You know what I'm saying? I knew this is what I wanted to do even then. So when I was able to put myself in a position to do it, nothing has been able to turn me off. I'm an actor too, so I got a couple of films on the way out at the same time on the actor side.
Okay, so kind of like, if you want to, like, tell us a little bit about your upcoming projects. I know you got probably a lot to do, especially with celebrating 16 years of music. Like, what upcoming projects that you can speak of at this moment that you would like to share with us, like, what upcoming projects you have?
Well, I think I stated earlier, my single, Love That, dropped tomorrow. It's Love That be dropping everywhere. You can find it on your online site. And I don't know the exact date, but I'm in a movie that's called The Deep State, and it dropped. We're starting promo on it within the next two to 3 weeks, and we'll be in certain theaters. I think he got selected theaters across, the tri-state area. So I know it's not a big national drop everywhere, but he got some theaters that it'll be dropping in within the next month or so, I guess. And man, other than that, I'm keep dropping singles. I'm gonna try to drop another project for the year out. I'll definitely get back with y'all about that. But like I said, next what I got coming up is the Love That single tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we're going to ask you one more time. I know you like, oh my gosh, I got to introduce all this music. But I just kind of want to before I play a song, I love for the artist to actually tell, what inspired this song, or like, the reasoning behind this song. So like the listeners can kind of understand from when they listen to the song, okay, like, I understand how he felt this vibe when he was writing this. So, I get that vibe from this. And so if you can, please introduce the song for us, All Weekend.
All right. All Weekend is my current single right now for the Host Industry Project. That record was actually my brother, Buko, came up with the hook to that record. But the record match who I am and who he is at the same time. I'm the type of guy who I love. I'm not the type of guy that's gonna go in a room and go in going crazy and just hollering and, oh man, I'm here. No, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna let the less be more. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna be Steve, and I'm gonna be chilling, I'm gonna be vibing when you see me, but I'm gonna always be shining. You know what I'm saying? I keep new kicks on my feet. That's just who I am. I buy more shoes than I do clothes, so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It goes all along with it. You know what I mean? So that's all that's inspired by life. Just us being who we is, how we do. When I get down, when I go out, that's how I move. I walk through Steve's and I chill back. I see the ladies looking, I see them smiling, not necessarily thinking they want to be with me, but hey, it may be a lucky lady that I check to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just inspired by having a good time. How I get down. And you know what I'm saying? The weekend is the majority of the people's off day. That's when everybody hit the clubs. That's when everybody hit the bars. So let's have a weekend of it. Just have fun all weekend.
And that's where you have it, All Weekend by Prince DJae.
Be the label.
Hey, I know when I walk through, I be seasoned. And there's always new kicks on my feet, yeah. I see you over that season, but I don't know if you're feeling me. I might get your number for no reason. Let's see if we end up on a deep end. I'm not thinking about you being my girlfriend. I just wanna have fun all weekend. Couple females want me, yeah, they all up on me. Yeah. But I got my own one lieutenant on. Yeah. Round bottom with the big thighs. Heard in high school they call her green eyes. I heard the brothers, they be all on her. Ooh, I heard her walk and make you fall for her. I wonder if she ever been in love with a star. Got me thinking, do this girl even know who I am? See, I'm the one that got all of these chains out. Yeah, bright, standing Gucci frames on. And I know you notice when I walk in the room. Girl, you know I got it. Hey, I know when I walk through, I be seasoned. And there's always new kicks on my feet, yeah. I see you over that season, but I don't know if you're feeling me. I might get your number for no reason. Let's about you being my girlfriend. I just wanna have fun all week. See, I'm just trying to have a nightcap, yeah. Maybe after we can take a small cat nap. Then later hit the Waffle House. Sure, you know we got to talk about. Yeah, like can we see each other later? No fake. I think I wanna date you, but I wonder if she ever been in love with a star. Got me thinking, do this girl even know who I am? See, I know when they got all of these chains out, yeah, bright, standing Gucci frames on. And I know you noticed when I walked in the room. Girl, you know I got it. I know when I walk through, I be sneezing. And there's always new kicks on my feet, yeah. I see you over that season, but I don't know if you're feeling me. I might get your number for no reason. Let's see if we end up on a deep end. I'm not thinking about you being my girlfriend. I just wanna have fun all week. I want you to supply my needs tonight. Riding around trying to find us a place just to vibe in. But you gotta be willing to roll with me, baby. Let me help you have the time of your life, baby. And I'm gonna keep kicking, pimping, baby, until you come on, make your decision, cause you know that I know when I walk through, I be sneezing. And there's always new kicks on my feet, yeah. I see you over that season, but I don't know if you're feeling me. I might get your number for no reason. Let's see if we end up on a deep end. I'm not thinking about you being my girlfriend. I just wanna have fun all weekend. I know when I walk through, I be sneezing. And there's always new kicks on my feet, yeah. I see you over that season, but I don't know if you're feeling me. I might get your number for no reason. Let's see if we end up on a deep end. I'm not thinking about you being my girlfriend. I just wanna have fun all weekend. All weekend. All weekend.
Source Nation, you just heard All Weekend by Prince DJae. If you're just tuning in, I have Prince DJae in the studio with me today, and he has been sharing with me his journey through music, the music industry, his upcoming projects, and the reasoning behind the songs that we've been playing from him. And I am truly excited for all the new things he has coming up in the future, because he has told me all the projects he's doing with acting and so on and so forth. And it has been a really great conversation with him today. It's been really inspirational, because I really like how he tries to impact people through his music. He with the song All Weekend, he said that's something that's going to keep you vibrant through the weekend. When the weekend comes, that's your off time. That's your time for you to relax, let your hair down, for you to get fresh for the club or whatever you're going to, a cookout or an event. When you have that time to kind of wind down, that's that music that kind of keeps that vibe going. And then before that, we played Mama. That's something that, we all have. We all love our mamas, and we appreciate them. And so he wrote that song for his mother for her birthday. And it was something that kind of, you can use this for Mother's Day. You can use this for your mom's birthday. You can use it during a holiday. Whatever you want to do to appreciate your mama, that's that song. And then we had Love That. Oh, that song right there. I think everybody can relate to that particular song. You hate when somebody not hitting you back. You hate when somebody ignoring your call. And so that particular song, Love That, kind of gives you that, okay, yeah, if you rocking with me, I know you're going to hit me back. You're not going to have me on red. You're not going to have me just waiting around your call. But if you rocking with me, then you're going to call me. You're going to hit me back. You're going to do all that and beyond. And so all those three songs are excellent as to, this generation and all this stuff. It ties all into, what he's trying to do with the music, and that's to impact and to keep all of us going in with that vibe. It keeps you going. It gives you that hype beat, but it also keeps you in a mellow mood. You don't want to go out and kick no doors down. You kind of okay, all right. It's like a little bump and a little, I'm going to just chill for a little bit type vibe. And so that's what Prince DJae is doing out here, and we're excited for all the things he has going on in the future. And so, Prince DJae, in closing, we're going to let you just kind of like tell the people, you know, something motivational, like an aspiration, or like, you know, how they can contact you, how they can see your upcoming events, you know, so on and so forth, because I'm sure they want to know what you got coming on in the future as far as music, because you said you're going to drop a couple of EPs or a new hit single, at least by the end of this year. And so if you can just give something to the people before we close out tonight, that would be great.
Oh, definitely. Yo, you can keep up with me by going to my website. That's PrinceDJae.com. The spelling is regular Prince DJae.com. You know, I post all of my new upcoming things on there. You know, whether it's a single or an actual project. You can also keep up. You can follow me on my social media. That's at Prince.DJae. That's everywhere. Same thing. And that way you can find out about my acting, the plays I'm in, the movies I'm in, and all that. Also, that'll be on my website as well. And, man, just to all of my young people out there and all of the people that may be listening to this that feel like in order to be cool and in order to be lit, you got to resort in being a street guy or a shooter or a gangster. You don't have to do all that, because watching me will show you that you can be lit and you can throw on all your chains and you can talk your talk, but you have a different walk. You know what I'm saying? Your walk ain't got to be the street. Your walk can really be focusing. If we can get more young guys again to focus on women and show this world how important women are in this world, then we'll have a less violent world. But these people out here are more focused. The guys are more focused on guys than anything, because all these guys want to do. They're trying to impress other guys. You know what I'm saying? They get online trying to impress other guys. So just my word and my motivation to you, if you're an actor and you know acting is in your blood, don't feel like you got to go out and do something stupid to get the recognition to become an actor. You know what I mean? So be you. And that's why a lot of guys resort into shooting, because it's really not their lifestyle. They don't really know how to be gangsters. They don't really know how to be tough street dudes and fight it out like real men, because they're resorting into the street because they feel like that's what it takes to get on. That's what it takes to get you rich. That's what it's going to take to get you popping. So I'm just I want to encourage a lot of the young people that may be watching this, and older people as well, you know what I mean, that you don't have to do that just to get popping, man. Let's show the world, let's show people that, hey, you know, we can be who we are. And really make it and really become successful in the world. If everybody are gangsters and street dudes, then who's going to own McDonald's when the people that own them die? You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know, so that's just my little nugget to the people. You know what I mean? Be yourself.
Be yourself, like you said, and like before what you said when you was like you said, find your niche, like find your gift in life, like, you know, and so like if you want to be a rapper, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a musician, if you want to do all that, do it in the right way. Look at this right here. Prince D-Jae been doing this thing for 16 years, and he hasn't failed yet being himself. He didn't have to try to be nobody. He didn't have to try to fit the mold of anybody else, but he did it with himself, and he used his gifts and his talents to make an impact on the world. And so I really appreciate having you in the studio, Prince D-Jae. We're just excited for all the things that you're going to do, and I know that you're going to impact people in so many different ways. Thank you once again for being a part of Indie Soul Saturdays, and we look forward to having you in the future. And when you drop that new single, I want you to bring it to Source Nation so we can play it for the people, because I know it's going to be another hit, just like the many songs that you have been playing and writing and giving us that good vibe from. And so, Source Nation, here you had it, live in the studio.
Let me say, can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing? I forgot to let the people know. Be the Label is the label. That's my label that I'm affiliated with. My brother Buko is the CEO. My blood brother, same mom, same daddy, and I'm the actual person, #1 artist off the label. So be the label. That's another thing about telling people to be you. Like, you know, we don't need all that. You can be the label. Just do it right. You know what I'm saying? So be the label and go get that Heat Soul industry everywhere right now. And
you heard it from him. You heard it from him, Prince D-Jae. Boy, I'm telling you, it's so great to have you in the studio, and we're excited, and we just thank you for taking out the time to come have this interview. And I'm not going to say interview because today we had a conversation, and I think that's so important. That we don't just do, a scripted, interview, but we actually had a whole conversation, and we was like all inclusive. We had a lot of things that we discussed. So I think that if nobody, didn't know, then I think a conversation is something that you should always have. So that way you can kind of get a feel as to if that's your niche or if that's your gift. Have that conversation with somebody to kind of see, feel out, how they got started. And so then maybe you can find your gift through somebody else's story. And so Prince DJae, we thank you and we appreciate you, and we're going to have you back. And we know that you're going to do, like I said, amazing things in the future. And we know you're just going to keep on climbing this music industry thing and this acting thing. It's going to keep on flourishing in you. And like he said, keep up with him on his website, which is princedjae.com. Check him out on Facebook, or, are you on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff?
Yeah, my name, Prince D, just my name. You type in my name.
Okay.
Prince DJae.
Prince DJae on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is, to keep in contact with him, to keep up with the things that he's doing. Source Nation, you had it live with Indie Soul Saturdays. We had another great artist in the studio by the name of Prince DJae. We played all of his great music today, and we want to keep you encouraged and let you know that the sky is the limit, but you got to be willing to go up there and touch it. Y'all have a good one, and y'all stay up.
Source Nation, you're listening to Indie Soul Saturdays.